Hi, we're NewJeans.
They're one of K-pop's biggest sensations. But now, NewJeans is staring down a fine so massive it could derail everything. $3.6 million. That's how much they might have to pay just for performing without permission. So, how did it get this far? And why is HYBE threatening to punish its own stars? Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more K-pop breakdowns. Alright, let's break down the legal battle shaking the K-pop world. It all started when NewJeans appeared at ComplexCon Hong Kong, but something was off. They weren't introduced as NewJeans. Instead, they performed under the name NJZ. Fans were hyped. The group dropped a surprise track, Pit Stop. But behind the scenes, ADOR, their agency, was furious. Why? Because this performance happened without their approval, and that's when everything spiraled. But the performance was just the tip of the iceberg. Months earlier, a court had already ruled that NewJeans could not do independent promotions. That order was part of an ongoing contract dispute between the group and ADOR. In short, ADOR said NewJeans couldn't just go rogue. NewJeans disagreed and kept pushing forward. But now that they performed without consent, ADOR went back to court. And this time, it got serious. On May 30th, the Seoul Central District Court ruled in favor of ADOR. The decision, a fine of 1 billion won, about 726,000 USD per member, for every single unauthorized activity. That means if all 5 members perform together, it's 5 billion won, or roughly $3.6 million. Yes, just one unsanctioned performance could cost them millions. But this wasn't just about money, it was about power. This battle goes way back to November 2024. That's when NewJeans declared their contract with ADOR was over, unilaterally. ADOR immediately pushed back, filing for injunctive relief to keep them from making moves on their own. A court agreed, temporarily banning them from signing external deals or doing solo promotions. But NewJeans, they didn't stop. And that's why the court just hit them with this massive fine. NewJeans' team didn't stay quiet. They called the court's fine temporary and insisted that if they win the appeal, the entire ruling will be overturned. Their lawyers argued this enforcement order is just a placeholder until the final judgment. In their words, this isn't permanent, we're still fighting this. And they're not alone. NewJeans has now brought in Park Hyung-nam, a veteran attorney and former director of Korea's Judicial Policy Research Institute. Their legal team also includes lawyers who previously defended ADOR's controversial ex-CEO, hee-jin. On the other side, HYBE and ADOR have gone full force, hiring a former constitutional court judge, a former justice minister's daughter, and 13 total attorneys. This isn't just a disagreement, it's a full-on legal war. The appeal is currently being reviewed by the Seoul High Court, with a verdict expected soon. If NewJeans wins, the fine vanishes. If they lose, every future move outside of ADOR's control could cost them another fortune. And with tensions rising, fans are asking, can NewJeans survive this? Or is this the beginning of the end? One thing's clear, this isn't just about a single show. It's about freedom, control, and what it really means to be an artist under K-pop's biggest label. The next few weeks could define the future of NewJeans, and maybe change the rules of the entire industry. Stay tuned.